very much, Rebecca. Before I start with the introduction to the Consul General, I want to say that it's been a real honor and pleasure to get to know David Fleming over the past year. When Rebecca first asked me if I knew of any World War II veterans that served in Normandy for D-Day ceremony that they could recognize here at this service today, I didn't have anyone in mind, but it turned out 2 days later, I was invited as part of the American Legion Color Guard to present the colors to David's birthday party for his 100th birthday. And I was introduced to David out there, and like he sits there now, he was just bright and cheerful and very attentive. And I said, well, would you be willing to come over here to Austin for this 75th anniversary D-Day ceremony? And he says, yeah, if I'm still here. It's been an honor to meet all of David's family and get to know his daughters and the rest of the family from that event. I spent 3 days with David traveling back and forth to Washington, D.C. on Pearl Harbor Day on an honor flight. And this lovely lady back here was on my flight with me and came by and gave me a peck on the cheek, and every one of these old soldiers in there going, what in the world is going on here? So thank you for that. Anyway, I met the Consul General Alexis Andre about 3 years ago up on the steps of the Texas State Capitol when he was presenting the French Legion Medal of Honor to all of the veterans that had been identified at that time here in the area that had served in France and in Normandy during the invasion. And when I recognized what the service was and the intention of presenting these medals, I contacted Mr. Andre to invite him to come over here for David's program today as another veteran of distinguished service that should receive that award. So he came over this morning from Houston just to make this presentation on behalf of the President of France. And then tomorrow he's going to have another ceremony in Houston for the 75th anniversary ceremony at the Air Base Museum that is just opening up. And I'm going to drive over there to be with him for that dinner ceremony tomorrow night. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce Consul General Alexis